Alright, so it's really late right now. It's like 1:30 in the morning. I have school in like 7 hours. I have rock climbing after school. I should be in bed right now, but my mind is just racing. Um, I threw up like 2 hours ago. I don't even know why. It just happened. I got out of bed. My stomach was hurting. Went to the bathroom. Oh, chicken and rice right into the toilet. So here we go. I've just been having a lot of thoughts recently about people thinking that they're better than others and people questioning the life choices of others. And while I was in bed, post vomit, just kind of rolling around, and my thoughts were just, snapping back and forth between, oh wow, I haven't vomited in 3 years, that felt really weird, to like, if somebody saw me doing that, been over the edge of my toilet, fucking spewing, like I was literally spewing vomit straight into the bowl. If somebody saw me doing that, would somebody be like, is this guy okay? Like, does he need help? Does he need me to, like, hold his hair back or something? Or, like, get him a fucking Kleenex? Or would that person be like, look at this loser at 1 in the morning just vomiting everywhere? Like, I'm so much better than him. Just something like that. And I've just been having thoughts of, like, how many times throughout your life have you not just because I know we live in a world where depression is very rampant and there's a lot of feelings about, you know, uh, feeling inferior. Like that's a very common thing. Feeling inferior to other people, feeling ugly, feeling maybe less than, maybe not very intelligent. But how many times throughout your life, even in little like microtic ways, have you genuinely been like, I'm better than this person? Because I'm being completely honest right now, I have done that a fuck ton. And when my bed's up there, I sleep in a loft. When I was up there, I was like realizing like how many times throughout my life, how many times just throughout, this former day, was I like reading about someone online or seeing someone in a YouTube video that had like a cringy moment or something, and just genuinely thought like, wow, I'm better than this person. I would not let this situation happen to me, or something along those lines. Do you know what I mean? I kind of came to the realization that like 90% of what we humans do on a day to day basis, we eat, we have to poop whatever we eat out, we drink, we have to piss whatever we drink out, we sleep for like a good fucking chunk of our lives, and we fuck if we're lucky. So I'm like, if you don't rock with somebody, or you don't like their groove, you don't like their style, all the power in the world to you, man. But god damn you to the deepest depths of hell if you think that you're better than that person because what, in between that time interval of eating and drinking and sleeping and pissing and fucking sleeping, you're taking night classes, or you're like studying a foreign language, or you're like doing volunteer work. Okay, volunteer work is pretty cool, that's commendable, but like, do you see what I mean? Like, that person that you're comparing yourself to, that you are placing yourself on a pedestal above them, you're breathing. You motherfuckers are breathing the same air. We're all breathing the same air, as a matter of fact. You and that person, both of you, have dreams. Both of you miss your moms when you're away from her from a long time. Both of you are just trying to live in this world. And this world, you're not born into it to like extort it and to jump on every single opportunity to like I don't know. I'm not a big person. Like if they don't fit your standard of carpe diem, of like doing everything, maximizing productivity, efficiency in every single facet of your life, it's just like, at what point does that mindset actually inhibit you from being happy? Because everything that humans do is to be happy or to achieve some sort of satisfaction. So at what point does this weird standard of like making the most out of your life by doing all of this exploratory stuff, at what point does that actually stop you from like being a full person? Because that person that you're comparing yourself to, that you are saying you're better than them in some form or another, yeah, you might be right. You might be better at math than them. You might be a better artist than them. You might be nicer than them even. But I feel like, as a general rule of thumb, humans are way more similar than we think we are. And, I'm going to drop a little personal anecdote missile on you. I got a new job recently. I'm not going to say where, because that's weird. Don't want anyone finding that out if this video ends up being seen. But, we have this coworker that I kind of like. I wouldn't really meme about them with other coworkers. I guess I can say her gender. I wouldn't really meme about her with other coworkers, but she was really like this kind of, at least visually, rough around the edges. Like she would work in the back of the store, like hauling stuff. She has this big cross tattoo on the side of her head, and just like she seems like a very like brawly kind of person. If that makes any sense. And I would kind of like meme about her in my head, even though I didn't really ever talk to her. And I would kind of in my own head be like, wow, look at how tough she is. She's like, she looks like she just got out of the penitentiary or something like that. And I remember it was closing night on maybe my third shift at my job. And she came up to buy a little article of clothing. I think it was a beanie or something like that. And I was the only cashier at the register because they closed all the other ones down to clean and stuff like that. And I saw her coming up, and I was like, "Oh my god! I wonder what she's gonna say to me. Is she gonna say like, give me this beanie, or just, give me $5?" She just puts her $5 down, slams it down on the counter, and just on with her day, I guess. And I was just like anticipating like, what's gonna happen? This person looks really mean, but she just comes up to me, and I look at her expecting a really like tough response or whatever to me asking, does she want to put her phone number in for the employee discount? And she just walked up and she just said, "Hi," and she looked at me, and just like in that moment, every like preconceived notion I had about this person just dropped, and I just felt like my heart just fall to the bottom of my feet because I realized I was making so many assumptions about this person, maybe not just about the way that they looked, but like the way that they acted. And in my mind, I was constructing all these little puzzle pieces of why this person will act the way that I think they're gonna act. But the second she came up there and just looked at me with just like the kindest face and just said hi, and then just gave me this beanie that I could check out for her so she just could, fucking go home. The second that happened, I was just like, man, it, why did I let myself get this way? Like, in this perspective of this individual who works at the same job as me and is just trying to get by. So, I don't know. I think obviously a lot of this is very cliche sad stuff. Don't judge a book by its cover. We're all on the same planet. Maybe it's because I've been taking AP Environmental Science and I'm all big about the idea of how like we're all in the same ecosystem. We're all living together, kind of thing. We all need each other to maintain a stable, balanced environment, or something like that. But I don't know. These thoughts have just been circling in my brain for a really long time, and I don't know if someone's going to see this video, but if you do, I guess the message that I want to leave you with is before you see somebody that you perceive to be not even less than you, but just kind of downtrodden in some way, or maybe just kind of antsy, uptight, or maybe on the opposite of the spectrum, like dull or very motionless kind of thing. Before you like really start to cement that idea that you have of them into your head, start a conversation with them. I mean, really, go up to them, say hi, talk to them about things, joke with them, have a human conversation with them. Because I swear to God, if that would have never happened, what happened with my coworker when she came up and said hi and I rung up her beanie, if that never happened, I would still be having all of these like weird thoughts in my head about her, or how weird she is, or how tough she is, or how unapproachable she might be. But since then, I've actually like talked to her a lot more, and she's cool. Like she's a cool old, like 40-year-old woman who's just working at my store, and she helps out a lot, and we joke around from time to time. And that's what I'm talking about. When you finally breaking that wall between me and you, me and you, you, it when that wall falls down, you start to see yourself in other people, and you start to really like reflect on the thoughts that you've had about this person, and you'll start to be like, man, I was wrong. I was wrong, and it's okay that I was wrong. And maybe sometimes that person genuinely is an asshole, and you can say that's okay. It's okay that my thoughts about them that I might have had are kind of right, but it doesn't mean they'll be always right. And I think everything begins with a conversation like that. Everything begins with a hi and a beanie on a counter. And I think really just going out of your way to humanize people and not just seeing them as like NPCs in your own little video game and trying to see yourself as some big main character. I think it goes a long way to to share this world with other people, and to give yourself the liberty of seeing the good in other people, and seeing, not even just seeing the good, but seeing the reality of other people, instead of hobbiting yourself, or putting yourself in this little hobbit hole of your ideas about people. Because reality versus what's in here, completely different. And reality is pretty boring and sometimes a little sad, but reality can also just be an awesome thing when you finally let go of any illusions that you had swimming around in your head. So I don't know. It's really late. I'm probably rambling a lot. I'm just gonna upload this entire thing to YouTube, see what people think. I might take it down because I sound like a fucking lunatic right now. But these were just my thoughts, and I really hope that this can help you in some way. And I hope that this video maybe incites something within you to just go out of your way to say hi to that person that you think is a little weird, or kind of just that person in your life that you think is weird, or that you think is unapproachable. Just go out of your way, say hi to them. I think they'll like it. So, good night, everybody. Thank you for listening.